Good afternoon, team. This is Matt, and it is Wednesday, March 18th. First of all, congratulations. Everybody really rock and rolled today in the chat room, and they did a wonderful job on protecting their gains and keeping their stops and holding to their positions and following the charts. Super job. Um, Make sure if you're not signed up for the webinar for tomorrow night, you do so. I will show you exactly what I saw and why I did what I did. So that will also pertain to many other stocks. So you can see what exactly you want to look for prior to these moves taking place or any kind of turn in the chart. So make sure you check this stuff out because we're going to use multiple time frames, and it'll coincide with the last webinar we did with the trend lines. So what I want to do, I'm gonna keep it simple tonight, only because we have 2 more days for the market ripping the way it is, and this way we stay completely focused on what we're doing right now, and where the market's going to go potentially at this point. So let's get right into it. So the Dow, that it did break over the middle Bollinger Band, which was outstanding. You could see the relative strength index and everything is getting really nice here at 54. So it's not even halfway through its move yet, and you can see the nice cross we had over here. And if you saw the video a few days ago, it was very important that you recognize that we had these bottoms right here on the 100-day moving average, and I made it perfectly clear that you were looking at that and understanding that that was acting as support, to set yourself up for a position. Even though it was choppy up, down, up, down, up, down, whatever the case may be, there was still higher lows and trending to the upside. Okay, so this is why it's very important to identify what it's doing and being able to stick with that trend until the trend is completely broken. And as you could see today, we got hammered down all the way down to the 100-day moving average. Okay, and that was a perfect opportunity because it held these other 3 times. So if you weren't positioned yet, you did have that opportunity right here at the 17. But we'll move that over to SPY so you can see. But really taking a look at Dow here on what's going to be next. I'm gonna scrunch this up a little bit, and I'm gonna put 2 lines. I'm going to put one here because this is your trend right now, and it's still on the upside. Okay, you can run this all the way back to this candle right here. See that candle? All right, but we're going to keep it short term here, and then we're going to run one off the top. We'll use this high in this area here. Let's get this. So we'll run this like this, and as you can see, basically our next move is going to be right up to this area here. Okay, and it's going to come pretty quick. Remember, quad witching is Friday, so this is your channel right now. This is going to be your top. Okay, why is it going to be a top? Because it was your top here and it was your top here. Okay, so that's going to be a top. All right, and your relative strength index will probably be 65 to 70 at that point. So understand that's where you're going to be maximizing this trade from here up to here. Okay, and that's anything that you're in will move up along with the market because it's an electronic market. So taking a look at SPY here real quick, you can see the same thing. All right, there's really no difference in this. There's a cross here that was set up perfect. 100-day acted as support. Okay, here was our downtrend line. Your key was to buy at this 100. Even better, the 50 acting as support, or even better when we broke this downtrend line. Okay, so it's very simple patterns that you want to look for and be able to make this. So we're over the middle Bollinger Band. Are we going higher? Yes, we're going higher. That's very bullish. Okay, and I showed you off the SPY, so I can do it over here. I mean off the Dow, so I'll do it over here also, so you can maximize this trade. Oops. I mean, we're in some heavy positions and we made a lot of money today, but we were waiting for it, we were ready for it, and it took place. Okay, so here's what we're looking for. We're looking for this to get right up here, and it's probably going to take place tomorrow by Friday, and then Friday midday it's going to roll over again. Okay, there'll be some harsh selling for Monday and Tuesday, and then fix itself. Actually for Friday afternoon, and then probably Monday, and then reverse and start heading back up again to make new highs. So we're going to look for that on Friday. I won't be in the chat room until late in the afternoon on Friday, so I want you to make sure you're taking notes on this stuff and understand. There's 120 people in the chat room, and everybody's in some huge positions, so and huge profit margins also. So this is why we want to maximize this before we move forward And you just take all those, take all this into account and make sure you're watching it throughout the trading day. Okay, just give this a second to load up. Looks like the wind is knocking out my internet a little bit here, so give this a second to load so we can look at PCLN, because this is another one of our huge trades here. And eventually this is going to load. Here we go. All right, so PCLN, same thing. We made it perfectly clear what to purchase, when to purchase, and how to purchase it. Okay, so we don't even need this anymore because the downtrend line was broken, and our team is in this very nicely right now. We do have a 1216 gap that has to get filled, and that's going to be the first target. That should hit. That's going to. I would even think maybe by Friday we can get to this. 1208 spike over that to get to the 1216 for the gap fill on the 60-minute chart. But as you can see, indicators are crossed back over to the upside, looking really good and nice and sexy. So PCLN is heading back up. Came back. It didn't really get this gap close. It was very, very close. But there were just too many bulls in this really trying to buy it. And that's why I said, get out of the puts and head into the calls now. And we're doing really well on those. So I'm actually going to use this video for one video for everybody tonight. So members, I'm not going to do a regular video only because we're pretty well set right now on all of our trades and all of our positions. So I'm just going to release this one to everybody. All right, so Zillow here. We called this one today at the break of the 50, right back into it, and we had a little resistance here at the 100 at 108.04, but I do think we're going to nail this 113. You can see indicators are starting to cross over also. And once we get the 113, we'll be able to move on with our day, take our profits. And we're up pretty good right now, but on everything else, we're up pretty much amazing. UA continues to rock and roll for us. This has been a fantastic trade, and we're going long with this one, but not bad. From 44, we're up to 80 now, and continuing to go to our gap. And I'll update several others tomorrow, but make sure tomorrow night for that webinar. I know it costs $100, but it's some great information, and it's very important. And all that $100 is going to do is pay for the site. We really don't make any money, but it's about $5,000 to run the site every month. So, this helps. So if you're not a member and you want to join this, definitely join it. It's $100. And you're going to get enough information there to change the way you see things. So, all right, this is Matt over at Milestone Capital Growth Portfolio. Have yourself a fantastic night. We will see you tomorrow live in the chat room.